Hey guys, welcome back to Tech Showdown. Today we're doing an unboxing and overview of the Asus Dual RTX 2080, and this is the OC edition. There's two different models of the Dual. You get the Advanced edition and the OC edition. The only difference there is the OC edition comes with higher clock speeds out of the box. So let's have a look at the back of the box then we'll open it up. So this is what it looks like here. All quite nice, but let's get into it and see what it comes with. So of course this is brand new. This model is quite attractive for many people out there because of the price point that it's coming in at, which can be quite a bit cheaper than many other 2080s depending on your country and where you're buying it from. Alright, there we go. So let's open it up here and see what it comes with inside. Just some foam on top. We have the GPU itself. We will take that out. Whoa! Boy, that is heavy. We'll check that out in a second. Let's just see what else it comes with. So we have a manual here, and I would imagine this is just the driver's CD. Yeah, so don't really need this. Just download GeForce Experience. Load that up, download the latest NVIDIA drivers, and you're good to go. So let's check out the GPU itself. Okay, so here it is. Let's get it out of the plastic. There we go. Very nice. Look at that. So this certainly isn't a small graphics card. That is for sure. This looks very big. We can see, we'll take this plastic off first before we have a look around it. So this is a lot of plastic on this cooler. Where do I start to take this off? Maybe we'll start on this side. Seems to have lifted a little bit. Wow. That's a lot of plastic cover. This off. There's also plastic on the back plate as well. There we go. And we flip it over. And we see there's some more plastic over here on the back plate. So let's try to get that. This is always fun, trying to get... Oh, there you go. Got it. So there we are. Yeah, so here is the GPU itself. So let's talk about it a bit more. So what do you get with it? So of course, it's a Turing GPU. So that means it comes with the Turing 12 nanometer TU104 GPU that has 2,944 CUDA cores. Now this model comes with a boost speed of 1800 megahertz in its gaming mode or 1830 megahertz in its OC mode. Now as far as memory goes, it's coming with 8 gigabytes of GDDR6 at 14,000 megahertz on a 256-bit bus, which should be plenty for most games, and it's coming with a 215 watt TDP, which is decently lower than the 250 watt TDP of the GTX 1080 Ti, which it matches in performance. So let's go over the cooler then, because I mean this thing is massive, and the first thing you're going to notice, especially when we put it side on, is how huge this heatsink is. So this heatsink is much bigger than the previous generation. It is just huge by comparison, so that's a massive upgrade there, which is good to see. I mean, this is just an absolute tank of a graphics card. It has their patented wing blade fan design, which they've been using for quite a while, and these do a pretty decent job. They're definitely good. There's nothing wrong with them, so you know, why change them? It comes with the 0 decibel technology. That's just something that they all do now. It just means the fans are turned off when you're doing casual things, browsing the web, stuff like that. It has an aluminium backplate, which is nice, and it looks good. I really like it. Every card of this, everything from an RTX 2070 and up should be coming with a backplate considering what you're paying for them. And it's coming with their 144-hour validation process, which includes a bunch of games and benchmarks. I think this is a really good idea. since many people are worried about buying RTX graphics cards because they've heard a few horror stories about reliability issues and things like that. I think this is a really good idea by Asus to make people feel more comfortable buying their products. The fact that they have been validated, they have been run already for 144 hours. So let's go over the power and I/O then. So up top there we see a single 8-pin and a single 6-pin. And then round in the I/O we're seeing single DisplayPort, single HDMI port in the middle there, another DisplayPort, the further one, a third one up on the top there, and then we have a Type-C port down the bottom there, which is interesting, and we're seeing more and more companies do that now, which is something we have only really seen more recently there. But of course, yeah, triple DisplayPort, that's the one you're going to be wanting to use. So that's really good. As far as the size goes, it's coming in at 268 millimeters by 114 millimeters by 58 millimeters. So it's got a decent size there. I would say definitely be aware of how thick this card is. It's a 2.7 slot design, so it is going to be a bit on the thicker side. But I think most people buying an enthusiast card like this would have an enthusiast case. So they should be fine with fitting this in, no worries at all. So yeah, I'm really interested in this card. I think it's going to be a really fun one to test out and see what the performance is of it. I'm really interested to check out the cooling performance of this card, especially given the size of this massive heatsink it's coming with. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, what would you like me to showdown this RTX 2080 against? Is there any cards that are out right now, or maybe cards that are just about to come out that you've been hearing about? What do you want me to put this up against? Please let me know. I'd really like to know in the comment section. And as always, I'll see you guys next time.